Solomon!
Are you sure you're all right, Sam? I did notice that you were tossing and turning in your sleep. And I'm still not sure what to make of the girl we found in that other place. Why don't we do as Fragile suggested and visit her in the next room?
Wait, no, why do... Wait, what? Okay, well, Okay. My back's drinking Monster. Did you drink in this game? I don't do green tea. Chiral tea. Yeah, I do tea. Okay. Bugs. Eat the bugs. I can take a shit. Can I take a shit? Yeah. Poop room. Toilet, there we go. on, man.
I just can't stop thinking about that place. It was filled with the spirits of the dead, a vast number beyond counting. And the man who attacked us without any explanation. I don't have any idea who he is. Do you?
Yeah, that's right, faggot.
It was a place that belonged to the dead. And while we were trapped there, only a scant few seconds seem to have passed here. It's like the beach we never got. Time flows differently there, relative to how it does in our world. Those battlefields you once journeyed through were also pockets of reality outside of ours. But this was different. Perhaps we'll be able to understand it better if we ever get the chance to go there again. Which isn't to say that I want to go. Ah, yes. The
The
kangaroo
kangaroo
you
you
rescued
rescued
is
is
currently being cared for and
studies,
studied,
the
the
animal
animal
shelter.
shelter.
You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing,
I wouldn't
I wouldn't
object.
object.
Sam,
Sam,
are
are
you
you
curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's
It's
because
because
rain
rain
lets me
lets me
shower in
shower in
core
core
from
fall.
time to time. I don't
You don't
really
really
have
have
anything else
anything
to
else
say
to
right
say right
now.
now.
Ready to
Ready
head
to
out,
head out,
Sam?
Sam?
I sure
I
am.
sure am.
I was
I was
born
born
ready.
ready. Sink time, sink time. Customize look. Oh, it's glasses. Excuse me, hair? No. Toilet shower, yeah. Morning. Morning in the square. This is the second one, not the first one. It is a lot better. It's so different. Bing. This is actually the only game I actually care about the PS5 for. No, this is the one like in particular that I was trying to figure out how to make it happen. I love Hideo Kazuma and all his goofy nonsense. Is he crazy? What's what they do with his body now? No! Wait, I guess, yes! How was this done this thing?
This is what happens when she has no emotions. There are those who connect with the leaks during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of probability to flow into their bodies.
Risk of okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from the medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the crystal white shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tell of the fluid came pouring out. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I call them. Much closer to a chiral reaction, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tau-like secretion can accelerate the passage of time on contact signals.
We suspect she has image.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common among sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind some coming. The fellow we called it Nirvana, I believe, but to me it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being, and I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I can tell. So,
What that one goofy ass movie about that woman who falls in love and fucks the dog?
tomorrow.
This is going back to like, why do white people fuck dogs?
Tomorrow.
What? No. I am just responding to OnlyFans, either bots or guys in India or Brazil trying to like make some money. I just do my best to like all my crazy shit. I save for them, so that way I don't go to anywhere else. Ideally, because I don't care if like an OnlyFans fucking model actually was for serious and for real, because they're a whore. I don't give a shit about them. That helps me, but craziness. Also, the Vice documentary about like fucking donkey fucking making your dick bigger is absolutely fucking bizarrely hilarious. Like, apparently it's a real thing.
I hope she makes this.
Not just donkey fucking, the belief that fucking a donkey pussy stretches your dick out. Donkey pussy makes your dick bigger in Colombia. Okay. Fuck, I love science. Hirsha. Donkey. Makes it huge. More video to cover all of it. Pause. Try again.
Here's your Digimon, Nimothy! We can transition. We can transition to something else that's uplifting before we get into doomerism again. Am I calling dogs irredeemable? I'm saying humans shouldn't fuck them because they're dogs.
I told my buddies that. They were like, why did you say that? Like, well, I know what.
Just like,
I don't know. Just don't fuck dogs. Like,
fucking white woman
is it bad advice?
Oh, it's way out of Kirsha. It's a shame I don't like dogs. And I am grossed out by how wet they are.
Well, you probably shouldn't. Like, I mean, like, you can probably get away with it, but like, I don't think it's a good idea for anybody involved.
You never got the horse fucking joke thing? Horses are prey animals and skittish to all hell and fuck like it. So it's like
Horses are like wizards league, like you.
for a one pop chump. Well, there's also tiny horses. There's miniature horses, and Latin America's had donkey shows for a very, very long time. My mom actually went to a donkey show.
Oh, my mom's
the one fucking the donkey thing, but she went to one. Let that shit with ponies alone. Only because PP big, I guess. Yeah, it's like when you size queen so hard, human males for so long your face for you.
You know that excitement, yes?
What the fuck? Wait, what's a donkey show? A donkey show is where a woman does sexual things with a donkey for the public. That's a thing people can go to? Yeah.
In Mexico, in Colombia, most of Latin America.
My reality. At this point,
Well, yeah, but like
my mom didn't do.
they're a little more. Well, Washington, like until recently, did not have rules against bestiality. It was perfectly legal. That's why they were fucking their horses and their dogs and shit. Until that guy got killed at the Boeing engineering, and that's why they started passing laws like you stop doing that, you guys. Like shit.
It was in Mexico or it was somewhere else. My mom has been body.
We might fuck our cousins and sisters here in Oregon. At least we don't fuck our animals. That's all we can feel better about. Versus the Washingtonians.
That would make sense. It's just tricky. Cousins are also.
Man. So what? I don't get to feel better than Washingtonians now? Oh, did I tell you about Stacey told me how she stuck? I don't remember if it was her brother and her stepbrother or her actual blood brother down. But she said like when she was, she had like an incest relation. She was fucked up. She definitely should not be working in mental health, is what I determined. And also I shouldn't be dating her. What? Yeah, that's the problem. Is like most people who do are either super crazy or something else because like they thought it'd be good money for easy work. Honestly, I prefer the ones who just want good money for easy work. Because they're not going to get all, like, weird and goofy about shit. The fuck am I? Where the fuck am I going? Donkey fucker.
Yeah. You remember hearing about the donkey shows as a kid?
I was like, yeah.
What the hell? Where did this even happen? I don't know. I'm assuming you have to, like, know somebody, right? Like, there's no way those are advertised publicly, right?
Maybe in Mexico they were anyway, probably. The cartel probably cracked down on the advertising.
Don't believe you.
Wait, where the fuck am I going?
What am I doing? It's normal for men to fuck female donkeys as training before you fuck real women. I don't want to believe that's real. I don't want to believe that's real. Am I really gonna search Colombia donkey fucking right now? Colombia. How do I word this so I don't get porn? Okay, alright. No. 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 Why is this real? Why is it a tradition for Colombian men? Literally, the word tradition is used. Sometimes maybe we need to embrace modern audiences. Oh, God. I don't like that. We have a raid message. That entirely depends on who we raid. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, so I got two articles here. I got two. Look at this poor unsuspecting donkey.
Oh yeah, she's asking for it.
It's a whole new meaning, dude. Unfortunately, you can confirm that it's real. You do not have personal experiences. How many? I know I got a lot of pendejos in my chat. How many of you have known someone who participated in the donkey fucking tradition in order to prepare themselves for a real wedding? Any bites to the documentary on that? Yeah, that's actually the other article I pulled out was Fight. Back when they actually did journalists.
Yeah, Vice
Oh
used
my
to
god. Tierra Baja, Cartagena, Colombia, farmers on the outskirts of a pretty Colombian coastal town are supplementing their income by allowing locals to have sex with donkeys. Locals claim it's a harmless tradition. In one farm-cum-donkey brothel in Tierra Baja, on the outskirts of Cartagena, Carlos, 25, explained how normal the practice was and that he and his friends regularly sleep with donkeys. It's part of our development, the painter-decorator said, speaking in a
he's like a
field where
Hitler.
locals in the town with a population of just 1,000 regularly sleep with the animals. I first did it when I was 13, and I do it pretty much every week, like most of my friends. Rather than a fetish that has gotten out of hand, the tradition can trace its history back generations and even appears in the literature of renowned Colombian writer and Nobel Prize winner Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It is seen as a substitute for masturbation by the men who claim that while it is not preferable to a woman, it is a very different sensation.
For a little of my hand.
Condoms are discouraged as they may irritate the donkeys, which are not used to latex. Carlos insists that the donkeys are healthy and there is no need for protection. When we were younger, we often had to use a box to stand on so that we could reach. Check it! Donkeys are being so ingrained in their culture! They're like, yes, little Carlos, it is now your 11th birthday. I will give you this wooden crate so that you may be lifted up and fuck the donkey maiden of your dreams. What? Oh my god! Pedro, fetch the box. It's time for the annual donkey fucking.
No, it's way clear.
Go on until we get Colombian donkey hair? What I want to know is how does an entire country have a tradition of men fucking donkeys and not a single disease has come out of it? And yet
Donkeys are very clean, unlike monkeys. Because equine and simian is not similar.
Certain communities are like more valuable in STDs than people literally fucking animals.
Don't fuck with balls, I don't have syphilis.
Save donkey sex practices. You do, unfortunately. Your father knew it, dude. They got kicked in the chest. He spooked the donkeys with his penis. They weren't used to the size. What the fuck is happening? Monkeypox is a vax after effect. Yeah, I just don't believe you.
That makes sense.
Colombian women are off limits now, right? They are. No, we need to save the Colombian women from having to deal with men who fuck donkeys. I don't want sloppy seconds from your fucking front hauler. What the shit? What do you look at the female donkey? I don't know. So the donkeys need to be saved as well. We can leave them alone on their donkey fucking island. Holy shit, I will save the Colombian women with my penis. Imagine losing your V card to a donkey. Context. There's an episode of the Grand Tour. The Society. You shouldn't be naked in front. We scrubbed because they didn't see any nudity. Yeah. Alright, chat. Let's learn about Colombian culture, my little pendejos. Why are we watching donkey porn? Mi culture!
Hey, I'm Ryan Duffy. We're
Hey, Ryan. Alright, well, strangest thing is that this activity is totally normal and accepted. Even women, nobody sees it as wrong. Alright, okay. I'm just like, I'm making sure. I don't wanna be surprised by a penis. I don't want surprise penis on Twitch.tv. He quickly scrubbed the vid, didn't see any nudity. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Alright, chat. Let's learn about Colombian culture, my little pendejos. Why are we watching donkey porn? Ethnic culture!
Hey, I'm Ryan Duffy.
Hey, Ryan.
We actually just got back to the States. We spent some time down in Colombia, where we found out that some of the locals, they fuck donkeys.
So here we go.
Friendship is magic. 1335 has donkey fucking. I will make a note to pause it before then. Also, the journalist is actually pretty cute. I wonder how tough he is this current year.
It basically looks like it was constructed from the daydreams of frustrated 9-to-5ers. Back down in the cubicle going, God damn, I just wish I was on a beach somewhere that was more beautiful than any beach I've ever seen, in a city with absolutely beautiful architecture.
It's censored, but still there. We'll see how censored it is. Hold on. Speaking of gorgeous women, I love fucking tower architecture like that shit. Latin American churches, very aesthetic. Love them.
Absolutely beautiful architecture and filled with gorgeous women.
I was thinking he was familiar with the dog pussy. Don't say it like that. I'm attracted to him, of course he's cocky. I like that he says fuck donkeys and then shows women dancing in the club. What did Vice mean by this?
They believe that when you see it. So we flew down to Cartagena and
Cartagena.
Investigating of our own.
I was giving it a hard G.
It's a really macho culture, and they really value the chase here. I mean, Colombian men, I think the chasing is very important.
What?
I'm a freelance journalist here. I've been out here for 5 years. I'm married to Colombian. Colombian men think they're the best out in the world.
Do you think Colombian men take their wives based on who looks most like a donkey? Is that why there's so many incredibly attractive women in Latin America, but like they're single still? Men are just like, nah, you're too hot. Need to look more like donkey. Need me British woman.
We never had anyone to tell them. People used to talk and used to say, oh, the Castanians are, always really party, they drink, and the joke was they got donkeys. No one.
It's not really a joke. It's just a tradition. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
It's not be funny, but
Oh no, my friend did done it, and it's quite common that you live in a party, you'll see people, special donkey.
Latin American women make me sound sane. I wish that I could have a third of the spine that a Latin American woman has. Holy shit! I am endlessly impressed with just their unbridled fury.
Yes, something that you do, it's totally cultural, and it's normal. It's just a bit more serious.
No. You can't be like, it's a long-standing tradition. They get gifted their own special donkey. They have their own special box to stand on to reach the donkey pussy. It's just a different way of seeing sex.
the donkeys.
Colombia, you're making Haiti feel pretty fucking normal right about now, okay?
That's the Dominican Republic.
You'd be furious if your husband was fucking donkeys too. I would! I'd be furious! What a wild first stream. Hello, welcome, friends! We're reading about the long-standing Colombian tradition of donkey fucking. Here's just discovering new kinds of buck breaking. I do not find you donkey checks! A white woman defending the bestiality culture of another country. Well, if it's okay for Colombian men to fuck dogs, it should be okay for me to fuck dogs. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. If it's okay for Colombian men to fuck donkeys, it should be okay for the white women to fuck dogs. They both start with a D. They're gonna start with a D. Donkey, dog, dick, like that's hard. My brain stops working. Jesus Christ. Equality! You have to see it! This is weirder than the people who fuck their cars. At least the car isn't a living thing. Oh my god, that's gonna have some mileage. Gonna get the Colombian men to fuck the white women by having the dogs fuck the donkeys. Holy shit! Holy shit, is that the way to cure this? If we just pair Colombian men, alright, we send white women to Colombia, alright, we exile a group of white women who have been arrested for fucking dogs. We send them to Colombia, and we give Colombian men state-sponsored white women, and then they can cure each other. Then the Colombian men will no longer fuck donkeys, and the white women will no longer fuck dogs. I got your cure right here. Every day you ask for the giant meteor, and every day God says no.
Yeah.
Entonces no como desbloquear
Right.
¿ya? Bueno, no es un mito, es una realidad. La mayoría de los hombres en la zona norte de
The majority of men on the north coast of Colombia usually have their first sexual relationship with a donkey. Men prefer to experiment first with a donkey. You added broom. Don't do that! Don't do that yet! I haven't figured out what it'll cause.
There's a great word to describe what we did out there.
Like Jesus, of my own state out of whiplash. Don't do that yet! You have to admit, the stream is very haram. Well, it's a good thing we started the stream with Islamic terrorist musicals, then, eh? That was a great one to take out of context. Holy shit. What is wrong with me? Remembering TV was a great way to start the stream. Inshallah, my brother. Check out how wrong these cultures are. This is why we need to jihad the world. Don't do it yet, Tim. It might need to be higher. Not might, it definitely will. I know that 10K is not enough for a car. that's why I didn't tell him to do it yet. If only we kept... Pixel Mom could have saved us from this. See, you guys. You guys, I love Digimon, okay? I love playing the Digimon game. I hate thinking about how I have to do like 10 hours of grinding because I just DNA Digivolved and my Digimon went from level 33 to level fucking 1. So I'm going to do everything humanly possible to avoid playing that game today. This is far more interesting than Pixelmon. Am I playing Digimon Cyber Sluts? Worse, I'm playing Digimon World 2. The original from like the 1999 or whatever the fuck.
Go ahead. I think we're leaving the room.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes. Unironically, I want to. Sherlock Holmes also made my brain fucking hurt, and it was a lot of fun being lost and confused and having people like tentatively backseat me, right? Like nobody was getting mad at me for being brain damaged or blind. You guys came in at the regular. Can we help? Can we people? Oh my god! Yes, please. You help me. I could be grinding while watching this. I can't smoke. I can't. More than off-stream grinding probably doing things like that. I'm off-stream grinding. I just people are trying to do it this week, which is unfortunate. Which is worse, the South American country that encourages young boys to pop their cherry on a donkey, or the Asiatic island country that digs up their dead once a year, every year to party with the corpses and then rebury them. The donkey fucking. We actually went over that tradition of digging up corpses and partying with them on stream. There's actually a stream about that. We covered them. And I feel like that is far less degenerate than donkey fucking. Is this even really that much worse than learning about some pussy's spelunking? Yeah, the pussy probably is big enough to unironically spelunk it. Learn about party corpses. I think Tamarin is the one who has the longest VOD archive of my streams. I'm pretty sure he's the first one who started archiving last year. And I don't think even his archive goes back that far, unfortunately. As long as we don't fuck the corpse because it's not bad. That's true. I don't know what pleasure they find in it, but it's their decision, right? How progressive! This man says, when I was 14 years old, I had my first sexual encounter with a donkey during puberty. The doctors used to recommend it. The donkey helps stretch your dick. I don't think that's scientifically sound, Mr. Colombian man.
Well, you never been to a Colombian medical school.
I don't think you can fuck the donkey to get inches added to your dick. I don't think that's on my way to Colombia for my doctor prescribed dick license, I did my donkey fucking. Holy shit! Imagine doctor recommended donkey sex. Just trust the science. Donkey helps stretch your dick. It helps to develop your size. Padre, I just don't believe you. Every week, some days we went into the hills to have sex with the donkeys. They had a group therapy, dick lengthening doctor prescribed donkey orgies in the hills. And if this why the hills have eyes, what is happening? Church would be less girl.
Oh, Bernie Sanders. Oh. See how this old commie has to tell you.
This is a video by Bernie Sanders. AI could wipe out the working class. AI will wipe out the working class. It's going to wipe out, I think, 80% of the working class.
Thanks very much for joining me. You know, in the midst of these unprecedented crazy times, government shutdowns, Trump's devastation of healthcare, medical, climate change, political authoritarianism, the horrific war in Gaza, the growth of oligarchy, etc., etc., etc. I want to take a few minutes talking about another of enormous consequence that just doesn't get the kind of attention I think it deserves. Everybody agrees that artificial intelligence, AI, and robotics are going to have a transformative impact on our country and the world. There is very little disagreement about that.
Absolutely.
There are, however, very strong disagreements as to what those impacts will be.
Anybody who is not aligned on that is fucking delusional. I think it's so obvious where AI is going. And the only people that don't think that are either people coping or the business owners of these AI companies saying that so they don't get regulated. That's it.
Who will benefit from these changes? Who will be hurt?
Yeah.
So here is my take.
I think that if nothing is changed from the current system that we have right now, we will be entering into a new age of feudalism. I think that we're already seeing the first vestiges, or the first, like little, indicators of that with food delivery services. Think about how many people's jobs it is to just simply perform a menial task for a person that has more money and disposable income than they do. I think this is becoming more and more common. Food delivery, grocery delivery, all of this stuff is happening. And I think that what's going to continue to happen is that as AI allows a small percentage of the population to consolidate the wealth and resources around their means of production without needing the cooperation of the rest of the working class and even a majority of the upper middle class to effectively cooperate with them, they can do it on their own at scale. this is going to create a massive disparity of resources that I think will rival Rome. I think it will be that bad. It will be just like the Middle Ages again.
Some of the very wealthiest people in the world, including Elon Musk, Ellison, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and others.
Have you heard anything from Oracle in like a long ass time? The computer company Oracle that makes Solaris, Spark computers. Or for like years now, like have you heard anything about them for like years now?
No, they're still heavily using enterprise.
Yeah, they do server stuff because like they make big iron and then they have a big database that works on the big iron. S's aunt worked for Oracle as some bullshit thing that had nothing to do with the tech side. I think she was an accountant. Yeah, she was an accountant for them.
What did you ask?
What?
What did you ask?
Because I just remember, because he mentioned Larry Ellison, and he's like the CEO of Oracle, and I just haven't heard of Oracle in like years, so why are you bringing up Larry Ellison as a rich guy? Like, shit, nobody knows that guy.
Revolutionary, transformative technology, of course. Now, why
definitely the Rockefellers or the Rockefellers.
Because they want to improve the standard of living of the 60% of our people.
It's actually higher than that. It's 60%, 60 like 6 or 67. It's very high.
Americans who are struggling to pay for groceries, healthcare, housing, education. Maybe they are staying up nights worrying about the working families in America. But I doubt it. I think it's because investing in AI and robotics will increase their already incredible wealth and power exponentially.
Here's the thing that is true, for sure. They are guaranteed doing it because it will increase their power and wealth. They might also be doing it because it could help the society. But the second one is absolutely what they're doing it. That's a for sure one you can bet on. Why didn't he mention Nancy Pelosi? Because Nancy Pelosi isn't a business leader that's developing AI systems like Sam Altman or Jeff Bezos or Microsoft or Elon Musk. Yeah, she's just an old crone that
insider trades.
It's in Congress. It's been in Congress for like 150 years.
Among other impacts, the artificial intelligence and robotics being developed by these multi-billionaires will allow corporate America to wipe out tens of millions of decent-paying jobs.
No, hundreds of millions. Maybe in America, I think that AI, whenever it's finished, will cut out 200 million jobs. Probably more than that.
Definitely.
I think people do not even understand the level of automation and technology that we're going to have only. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I've talked about the next like 30 years. That's lowballing it. Yeah, it's going to be massive. And I think that we're going to have, like, there's going to be a global social shift towards people no longer, like, what do you do whenever you can't get a job? There aren't any jobs. Are we going to have another Great Depression? Are we going to have COVID-20 where, like, 95% of the population dies? Like, what's going to happen? I don't know.
Cut labor costs and boost profits.
Yes.
The result? The wealthiest people in the world will get even richer while working families lose their jobs and their income.
Well, again, so
right about
families
this.
get slightly
There's also
richer
another component to this that, like, how many of you guys have had AI well, I'm gonna pull somebody up in chat. How many of you guys have had AI implemented into your job where now you are doing the job of 3 or 4 people at scale because of the technology and the improvements in technology? So this is a me right here. Seems like this guy's talking about this on a professional level, so we're going to assume that he's telling the truth. Is your pay double?
Hell no.
Or quadruple? Are you now getting paid twice as much money? No. Okay. Well, so where's the money going? Because obviously the value is still there, but it's not being allocated to the people that are creating the value. This is, again, more of the value being siphoned up to the very top percentage of the people running the company. That's how it's happening. There you go.
And unless we act, here is, in my view, I don't claim to have all the answers, but in my view, this is what is likely to happen in the next 10 years. Now, as a member of Congress, vigorously opposed a disastrous trade agreement.
Yeah, you're a career politician, blah, blah, blah.
The country. I, like most of us, want to see manufacturing rebuilt in the United States of America.
That's good. I agree.
Well, let us be clear. New factories won't mean much for working people.
That's true. It will be a consolidation of resources and wealth inside of our economy that provides us with a structural advantage whenever technology and automation completely takes over. It's a good idea to do, but he's also right that we're not going to go back to the old days of working at your, your union job, cranking a wrench at an assembly line 3 hours a week, and then you get paid $500,000 a year. Right, like in the 50s, adjusted for inflation, obviously. Yes.
Look, if we just inflated the currency a lot.
By robots instead of human beings.
There it is. Yep.
Elon Musk has said he wants Tesla to build millions of robots.
Smart.
What will these robots do?
What people do right now.
Better.
Well, obviously, they will replace the men and women working in our factories and warehouses, in restaurants, and in other areas.
And I do think it is fair to bring in this other point, which is I also think that AI will act as a multiplier for people's efforts. So the Industrial Revolution is a good parallel to this, where the Industrial Revolution also was a massive technological time of innovation that gave people the ability to produce way more with certain types of machinery and technology. But I think this is different. I think AI is different because the purpose of automation and AI, in a lot of these cases, is explicitly to remove jobs. Whereas with the Industrial Revolution, I think the primary focus with that was to increase production. But I do think that both of them did the same thing with removing jobs and increasing production, but one of them was like, number one and number two, and the other one was the opposite. That's my analysis of it. True faster production, yes.
That means millions of good jobs could disappear.
Absolutely. Yes, so often.
And of course, it's not just.
Oh man, like NAFTA.
Amazon, owned by Jeff Bezos, has already laid off 27,000 workers since 2022.
That's it? Holy shit! What the hell is he doing? They're gonna make some better robots. Only 27,000 people.
I know that I have a visceral reaction when I see videos that seem to run counter to my views. And I believe that everybody or most people have that feeling. You try and fight against it and go, no, I'm going to watch this thing that Gary Lineker's just put out about Israel or whatever. Because my immediate reaction is my head wants to dismiss it before I've even watched it. Because I think this guy's an ideologue, he's on the other tribe. Yeah. So all the things that, and I agree with everything you've said, but they must also be going, gosh, these people on the right, when they sit down and actually, because most of them just go, they're all psychopathic Nazis, they think we are. But if they really think about it, they go, why is it that they're not seeing the truth that we're seeing? So there must be another side to this story that you and I are just shielded from.
Sure. I'm afraid there's not. I have a lot of experience talking to the left and debating them, but also I always make every effort to understand the other side. And often I'm just naturally take the devil's advocate position. So if someone's arguing my point, I quite often end up taking the other side. I don't know why, it's just a sort of quirk I have. And actually, I did a paper, a chapter in one of our books on reforming the education system as one way to try to get rid of woke and one way to actually increase respect for free speech. One of the things I advocated for students to do in primary and secondary school is to have, every couple of years, all students to debate an issue on the opposite side they would normally do. So that
we had to do this in fourth grade.
To consider the validity of the points and express them. Now, one of the things I always do in podcasts and interviews and debates and so forth is I try to avoid doing what many people on the left and the right do, and that's talk theoretically and try to essentially talk about emotions and feelings and this and why. I always try to stick to the facts. I still think the facts are undeniable. I present the facts.
This guy sounds like an alt-right Nazi to me. I can already see it. Yep.
I think it's quite the same as any other conclusion. One that I think most of our viewers understand. And as I said,
how it is.
As with my cousin, when she saw the facts, she couldn't deny them. But this wasn't my view, my opinion. This was the clear facts. And as I said, you challenge somebody, for example, to explain how diversity has actually benefited. And one person talked about the restaurants. They're like, well, yes, you're at it. We've got the recipes now. We don't need to do any more. I know where you got that from. Oh, God. And then the other one, of course, was slavery reparations. And I say, well, you want reparations for slavery? You living in America, living in Britain, living in the Caribbean. In what way has your life been by slavery? How are you actually disadvantaged by that? You're living in a country which has a life expectancy far longer than in West Africa. I think it's 10 times higher than in West Africa. It's slaves me. And then they can.
And you did have to take money from the black families who kept slaves.
Yeah. Well, exactly, and it also happens.
That's different. That would never happen.
So Jamaicans living here, they've been paying reparations like sea taxes, people don't think of that. But you know, same store. And of course, we're only
people want reparations because they want money. It's not really, there's no logic in this at all, right? Like, I mean, I can see reparations for something like, Japanese internment camps, because it was people that were directly affected by, like, let's say, a certain thing. But, like, in terms of overall, absolutely.
a few thousand slaves, the majority of which percent of people who live lives of abject poverty akin to serfdom. So why should they pay? But you are a victim of slavery. In what way? Suddenly, all of their arguments go because it's all based on emotional love. I deal in facts, and I think that's the only way you can hopefully bring over people on the left who aren't so radicalized. But that's what I want to try to bring people.
Yeah, alright guys, this is insane. I missed initially when it was happening because we were covering the Cinder stuff, but I'm also kind of glad it worked out that way because the amount of information that has come out in the last, 24 hours has been absolutely wild. I'm gonna be honest, it's just been crazy all around. I just didn't have time to, catch up on it or anything. So let's watch this. This is a tough watch.
I hate this fucking country so much. You can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of nowhere and get better internet than Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, California sucks, dude.
And this is just like a moment of anger. This is a moment of fucking anger for something that is just so routine, so silly, such a.
But my dad down to the boonies, outside of Oregon City, they had laid the county, the government laid fiber optic internet down 2 decades ago. They just rolled that out, and it was the only option there because no one else was giving them internet other than DSL and shit. So the government's like, well, should we do that? And everyone's like, yeah, do that. We like internet. And so they had some of the best internet for dirt cheap because it was just that cost for the government essentially. There's no profit motive. I don't know. I guess we still has it. It was just it was neat that it was a government co-op situation instead of an Xfinity or Verizon Fios situation, or the Google fiber that's all dark all over the fucking country, or all the fiber that's dark all over the country. Yeah, yeah. Turns out when you eliminate the idea that you need to make very profit for shareholders, it's not that expensive to get a good infrastructure set up and going. But also with governments are the country. God, I told you when I lived in Hillsborough. Is that Hillsborough? Yeah, I think it was Hillsborough. Yeah, I have Verizon Fios, 1.5 gigabit per second. All of myself. It did mad piracy. Okay. Like that, all the TV channels you get on cable with Xfinity for $50, $60. Yeah, the internet and TV is $60. But they're reasonable. Still it.
first world problem, but it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go back and stop.
Oh. Yep.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Oh.
It's just, you're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Oh.
Fucking mothers.
So this was the first clip that came out, and honestly, when I first saw this, I didn't really plan on going over it. It kind of felt like a nothing burger because it looks pretty incriminating, but you can't really like say with any level of confidence that he did or did not shock the dog. Honestly, the only really sus thing in the original clip before everything blew up is the fact that he didn't go check on her.
Yes.
Hear me yell at my dog. I would drop everything to go make sure he's okay. It doesn't matter that I'm lying. You know? So this doesn't look really good for him at all. Regardless, even before the collar day really exploded and all the additional stuff that happened and, you know, all the memes and shit, right? Because it was either he knew what caused Kaya to yell, which means he shot the dog, which explains why he didn't go check on her. Or the most charitable explanation, she got her claws stuck on something and he just doesn't give a fuck about her. But it didn't look good for him regardless. But then, more yeah, like, I was like, yeah. Purposely avoid showing the collar instead of using the strawman argument how he couldn't do it. Let's watch the clip. This is from Auk. Hassan died using a shot collar on Kaya since she clipped herself on something.
Oh my god.
This is, keep in mind, this is the same stream that it happened. It wasn't like the day after, I'm pretty sure.
Is there like a fucking LSF video or something? Is that why there's like hella people coming in here and screeching? Is that what's going on? It started on the 10 Street and LSF is the classic pipeline.
Yeah, you used to be wrong and people notice it. Shit. Turns out you're going to pay more attention.
Incredibly abusive to the not best trained, but also the best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. It's
no longer even bad.
She clipped herself on the getting off the bed.
This came out a few hours later after the initial happening, and if you think about it for like 2 seconds, Hassan is the king of optics. This is the guy that will do literally everything humanly possible to make sure that he's viewed in a good light. He literally paid off journos to write puff pieces about him. Like, everybody knows Hassan loves optics. So when I first saw this, my first thought was, why would the king of optics, the guy who loves to look good, not dog on the chuds and immediately show the collar? Like, at this point in time, LSF, which is live stream fails Reddit, like, it's just like a really big, like, advertising platform with, like, clips and people doing really stupid shit or, like, getting clipped out of context. LSF was screeching their head off. Like, everyone who hates Hassan on Twitter was turbo posting about him being an animal abuser. This was the easiest layout of all time to make everyone that hates him, look like a complete retard with Hassan derangement syndrome.
That's who's actually abusing the dog.
He didn't do that, and he doesn't show it during this stream. Like, very sus. So now, we fast forward to yesterday. These are the clips I haven't seen yet. Because we were covering Cinder and I was busy all day. So, like, I have not seen these at all. Like, the mod sent me them and they said you should watch this on stream. Now, yeah, we watched this whole thing for context. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate. You happy? That's it. Good. There's the air tag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime, and it also has a tracker on it when it gets off. If you were to actually get fucked off, you are able to, it gets a sound, okay?
I would say it's a really cute dog. Oh, that's a cute dog.
There are days where Kaya doesn't wear a collar. There are days where she wears a different collar, okay? This, in and of itself, doesn't actually work in the way you think it does, okay? Here, this is the flashlight. Okay? And this is when it vibrates. Guys,
You cute dog. No. Oh. My first thought. Why is he holding it like that? Why is he holding it like that? Why is it so hard to put the collar directly up to the camera and spin it around and then silence the haters? Yeah. Again, this is such an easy W, like an easy layout for Hassan. All you have to do is like, I can even show it because I'm in 3D right now. Like, all you gotta do is like, spin it around. Like, show it to everyone. Why give anyone even the slightest angle, like the plausible deniability to go like, yep, he's not showing the footage because he's hiding something. It really doesn't make sense to me in my head. Like, he holds it like this, like, I don't know, kind of fucking weird. Really doesn't make any sense. Now, the mod sent me some more stuff. This is an assignment for them. Hot zooms in Kaya's collar and appears to spot some sort of tape on the inside. What? What?
guys. Guys.
It looks really bright too. Like there's a flashlight on it.
You can see the round bump under the tape. Yeah. Guys.
Interesting. That does look like tape. I ain't gonna hold you. It does. It looks very sussy. Very sussy baka right now. He turned up the brightness too. So they sent me this as well, and apparently this is the shocking version. 24 hours and a tape is all it took to deceive his brain-dead fans. Imagine believing this Lamau. This is vibration version only. It's got a different number too. There's a charging port on this side, and there's a charging point in the middle section with the prongs. And for those that don't know how, what is it called? How they work is that it gives you like skin contact with your neck. Like I have a shock collar, but it's for being affiliate. Like I'm a human, I'm allowed to do it to myself. It has a contact point, so you actually get shocked, right? And the vibration is different. For this side, the charging point is in the middle because you can see the little dot here and the what is it called? This little white sign for the flashlight, and it's perpendicular or parallel, or it's parallel, right? Yeah, it's parallel to the little flashlight with the charging port. If it was a vibration thing, it would be on this side. So it makes you think, like, oh, here we go. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Sugar Tits video. Well, it's good to be back. Baron and I have just been on holiday down at the lovely Nelson Bay. We had a wonderful time, but it's good to be back. Back and exposed to all the mental shit in the world. And speaking of mental shit, can we all just talk about this ice shit for a second? Ah, the ice saga. The gift that just keeps on giving. And when I say gift, I mean retard. Full-blown, batshit crazy retard. The Ice Saga in America has brought out some of the craziest nut bars you could ever hope to see. And boy do we like making fun of them. Boy do we love a good troll. And trolling an extremely militant, upset, leftist nut job is like shooting retarded fish in a barrel, but more fun. Queen Tits has put together a fine selection of ice retardation, and we are going to laugh at it. First up, it wouldn't be a video without the bitches from The View having their 2 cents. And these 2 cents is fucked. Retardedly fucked. Anyway, she's threatening... Wait, what the fuck was that? Did woman just quit? Anyway, she's threatening... Ugh. She's threatening... No, she didn't quit, but seriously, can you imagine how often that dried up pussy Kevin is queefing on a daily basis? It's just blowing in the wind. I close my eyes, only for a moment. And queef is gone.
Oh, we are. Our queefs in the wind.
Sorry about that, I got sidetracked. Back to the bitches. Anyway, she's threatening to go to the Super Bowl when Bad Bunny is there and round up all these people that are illegal immigrants. Right, so I don't know who this chick is she's talking about, presumably some politician, who's come out and said that they're going to round up all the illegals to go see Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl when he performs at the halftime show. This Bad Bunny cockhead is some Puerto Rican rapper or something, and he's a notorious anti-Trumper. He went to a New York Yankees baseball game the other night, and he refused to stand for a rendition of God Bless America, the country that has afforded him his wealth and fame. And Trump came out and said the NFL was wrong to give him the prestigious gig, given his previously stated dislikes of Trump and ICE. He said, I've never heard of you. I don't know you. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like, I mean, I didn't even know who the fuck this guy is. Why are they getting him to do the Super Bowl? But anyway, here's what the View bitches said everyone should do when this woman politician or whatever makes an appearance at the Super Bowl and tries to round up all the illegals going to see Bad Bunny. Bad fucking Bunny. Are they not even trying anymore with rap names? Didn't rap names used to be like half a gangster? Have you ever heard of a fucking gangster called Bad Bunny? I mean, what does that even mean? Funny, you root a lot of women? No, it couldn't be that, because you wouldn't call yourself fucking fat at rooting women, would you? You moron, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, officially bunnies are whores.
That rooter. Proudly presents Shithouse Fucker. What's Spanish for premature ejaculator? Proudly presents Il Premature Ejaculatario. Do you think that she would go if it was Garth Brooks or Eminem or Taylor Swift or any of the white costumes? Oh no, not the white, not the devil of white people. Do you think she'd go to a Why do you think concert and start rounding up illegals? Probably not. Guess why? Here's a hint. Because it's fuck all of them. Joy, it's fuck all of them, you moron. I understand what you're saying. He's going to go to the Super Bowl and round up. Actually, I know who. I would actually love to see that list of credentials of what makes up an illegal alien. Round, bad English, tick. Lover of tick. Because the Supreme Court has given permission to question anyone who has a Spanish accent or has a dark skin. Yeah, so that's why. Well, fuck me
Question anybody.
Right, worth. How much is Reddit? Oh, okay. What is this? Fingers of lies. Okay. Where's the lie? Let us see the lie.
Hey guys, hope you've been having a great weekend. Your response was one of the biggest failures in gaming history. Yeah, that encore. Well, the devs recently spoke out about
Dude, I can't. Why the colors don't match? Why are they ugly baby puke green? Why are her lips blue? Why does she have like a piercing across her nose?
You're a bigot.
He has a nose bridge piercing. In combat, that would be such a bad idea. It gets snagged. Like, this doesn't make any sense, even from like a fantasy perspective. You don't even have like studs in your like. You think I don't want to get into it, man. I just don't want to get into it. It gets me so upset looking at like the design aspect.
devs recently spoke out about what happened and stuff like the beta, the public reception has been fun to take a look at, the aftermath, and as you might expect, they are.
Ma'am, why do you have intestine tubes all over your body armor? Why do you have a fridge on your head? I don't know, I feel like I could do a better